What is up, TTC, Niner Empire? It's your boy Danny GSFG TV. Now let me first start off by saying congrats to the Denver Broncos. Props to you guys. You guys definitely were the better team and definitely deserved to win. Congrats to Core111412, BJ JayCuterOWNSy0utube, Real True 661, Mr. A Thizzle. It's your boy A Thizzle. Mr. Kitchen. Turbo Days, and if I'm forgetting anyone, I apologize. But yeah, congrats on the win, of course. We definitely had no business winning that game. Peyton Manning, also got to give props to him. One of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, breaking Brett Favre's record. He definitely deserved to, and they just all around dominated us. I mean, I honestly thought this game was going to be at least close, and it wasn't. We just proved that we could not play at all at Mile High Stadium. We just could not. We also, we're having a lot of losses on defense with no Patrick Willis, no Navarro Bowman, no Alden Smith, but still, that's no excuse because, now I'm not really complaining about the fact that we didn't do much on defense, but on offense, though, Kaepernick did pretty well. Threw a lot of great passes to Stevie Johnson mainly, but we just barely got in the end zone. If we would have gotten in the end zone more, this game would have been much closer. But hey, it's neither there nor there, neither here nor there, because we overall did not deserve to win the game. Again, congrats to the Broncos, and good luck the rest of the way. Anyway, yes, me and T-Spence 26 had a bet. The bet was that if the Niners were to win, he'd send me $100. If the Broncos would win, I would just have to make a 10-minute video talking about how awesome he is, which, let's get that started right now. Alright, now Tyler Spence, T-Spence 26. He is fucking awesome. Honestly, he is one of the best trash talkers here in the TTC. Hey, I've been around for about 5.5 years since I was 12, but he's been around for a lot longer. He's been around since 2006. He's been making videos since I was 9 years old here, and before I even knew about this TTC or anything, even knew what YouTube was. I mean, he's just been repping his teams on YouTube. He's been making bets for a very, very long time, and, he doesn't always win his bets. He sometimes loses them. He always pays them up. And unfortunately, people have bet watched him, which is, pretty embarrassing, actually. if you make a bet, just like we've said numerous times, you pay up. And, well, unfortunately, a lot of people on here have not done that. Muso9, people like that sold him a jersey from 2008. It just does not make sense on here. But anyway, he has been making videos for so long, repping his teams, and he is a true fan of all his teams. People give him shit saying that he's a bandwagon fan and all that. That is not true. I mean, despite the fact that the teams he likes are high market teams, it does not matter, because if they were to have losing seasons, he would still stick by those teams. He might be a Cowboy fan, Laker fan, Yankee fan. Well, he's also a Sharks fan, which is good, because I am too. And us, the Sharks, we're not really that much of a high market team. I mean, we have a pretty good history, but hey, compared to, the Red Wings and the LA Kings and teams like that, we're nothing compared to them. And hey, he's a diehard San Jose Sharks fan too, so if you want to call him a bandwagon fan because he's a Cowboy fan, Laker fan, Yankee fan, well, no, he's also a Sharks fan, he's also a Washington Husky fan, but as far as being a Cowboys fan, Cowboy fan, Laker fan, Yankee fan, he's a true fan of all those teams. And right now the Cowboys, by the way, they're better than the Niners. And it pains me to say that, but they are better than the Niners right now. I mean, we were lucky to beat them week 1, but yeah, they're a better team than us. They definitely are a much better team than us right now. Again, that's not saying that if we meet in the playoffs, we won't beat them again, because I think we will, but right now, they are a better team. But anyway, moving back to T-Spence, though. He's been a diehard Cowboy fan his whole life. His cousin was a Cowboy fan. That's how he became one. He might live in Northern California, and he might not really have too many connections to Texas, but that does not mean he's not a diehard Cowboy fan. And His cousin is from Texas, actually. So don't be questioning his fanhood for any of the teams. He's a Laker fan. They're a California team. By the way, go Warriors. Hate the Lakers. Warriors all day. All about the Golden State Warriors. And Yankees. Again, if the Yankees were to go 0-162, he'd still be a Yankee fan. He's been a fan of the Yankees back when they've been bad. Now, how long have I known T-Spence 26? About a month after I started making videos, I see that Big Thizzle, my homie Big Thizzle 75, makes a video talking about a bet that he has with someone named T-Spence. And, I think I see him comment on the video. I sub him, and, I leave a nice little comment saying, hey, I subbed you. And he's like, yeah, well, your boy Red Zone 53, as he was back then, he needs to pay me up. I see you're a Niner fan, and Red Zone, he needs to pay me up. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And then, well, about maybe a day later, he makes a video talking about how Red Zone bet welches him. And then BJ JayCuterOWNSy0utube, who's a Bronco fan, who I gave props to earlier in this video, he makes the first video I've ever seen of him. And, I've seen BJ commenting on my videos for like a month before, but it's the first time I ever got to see him.
It'll make perfect sense. My dear friend Tyler Spence. Tyler Spence 26. I'll put his link over to the side so you guys can subscribe to him. I mean, you guys give him... The guy's going through a tough time, alright? I mean, this guy... I'm not going to cry in this video. It's another reason why I got the glasses on so you guys can't see tears running down my eyes. But, Red Zone 53. I'll put his link to the side so you guys can tell him to pay Tyler. Because, he owes Tyler. Like, listen to this. You want to hear something fucking crazy? He made a $20 bet with Tyler. Alright, just $20 bet, Tyler would have paid it to him. Hell, Tyler might have gave him $40 because, like I said in my previous videos, Tyler uses $50 bills to wipe his fucking ass. So, what's $20 to Tyler Spence? He would have paid up. He would have been like, here, here's $20 and I'll give you another $10. Just for being good. So, that's just $20 right there. Well, Red Zone 53 was like, yo, my power went off and I didn't know if you accepted the bet. Welch #1. And then he's like, alright, man, I'll get it to you next Monday or whatever the fuck. Then they made another bet, a mini helmet bet. And then he didn't own that one. Then they made another hat bet.
And actually make a video. Then I'll tell you about this, Red Zone 53, who was a Niner video maker back then. And so it was pretty embarrassing to see one of our own Niner fans on here not paying off their bets. And, I've seen him make a whole bunch of other bets after that. Me and him even made a bet. And this was back in February 2009. It was on the Warriors-Lakers game. And because I lost, I had to sing 2 embarrassing songs that ended up haunting me for so long. Ended up making me look very, very stupid. So we will not get into that. But the point is that T-Spence, whenever someone makes a bet with him, he always pays up. So if you ever make a bet with Tyler Spence, you pay him up. Now, I actually did not really know him that well until about a few months ago when I find out that he himself broke the LeBron back to Cleveland News, and I'm like, how? But he actually came on my blog talk radio show as a guest. And he told me, he told me live on the air how he did it and told all our listeners. And right after the show ends, he tells me on Facebook, hey, I want to start my own show. Can I use your account? And I'm like, sure, of course, man. And he does, and he makes our blog talk radio channel, he gives us a bunch of listeners. He just skyrockets the ratings. And I just let him keep hosting as many shows as he wants, and he still does. So check out our blog talk radio show. He's also an aspiring NBA reporter himself, as a matter of fact. Follow him on Twitter, of course, at TSpence26. He'll tell you anything you need to know on NBA free agency and everything. Anyway, so yes, sub to TSpence26. Post a link down below if you haven't already. If you remember his videos from about 5 years ago and probably thought that he just disappeared, that's not true. He is back now. For anyone who's watching my videos and didn't already see his return, he's been back for a few months, so check out his videos. Sum them up if you haven't already. Anyway, let's move on a little bit. Talk about the Giants in the World Series tomorrow. Game 1, Madison Bumgarner against James Shields. Now, I cannot wait for this. 2010, 2012, very, very awesome World Series wins for the Giants. And, you know, I'm seeing a lot of similarities. They were picking against us to win those World Series. And what did we do? Well, we won them. Yeah, that's right. And it's really funny because we have proven that when we get to the playoffs, we always do something good. We always go far since 2010. Now, I know before we've made it to the playoffs before, not won the World Series. That's fine. That's before my time. But hey, nothing against the Kansas City Royals also. You know, you guys are a great team. It's going to be hard to beat you. I'm not saying at all that we're going to just go out and sweep you. We're not going to. This series is going to go to at least 6 or 7 games. I guarantee it. There's absolutely no way that either of these teams is going to run away with it. But if anyone's, you know, all these so-called experts want to say that the Giants have no chance, think again. Think again. We have the pitching. We have the hitting. We have the team built around to win championships. We did it 10, 12, and now we're going to do it in 14. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Giants. Now, I have a bet with Smitty the Great 183. He's also a Cowboys fan on here, but he's also a Kansas City Royals fan. Smitty the Great One. Now, what this bet is actually not really going to have anything to do with either of our YouTube channels, but it is going to be a video tribute. The loser has to make a video tribute to the player of the team's choice, of the winning team's choice. And the video isn't going to be uploaded on YouTube because MLB is very strict about their copyright laws. So, no, the video is not going to be uploaded to YouTube, but it'll be emailed. Like, if the Giants win, Smitty will email me his video file, and if the Royals win, vice versa. But I think we got this. It's going to be tough, but I think we got this. Let's go, Giants. Let's go, Niners. Niner Empire. One team, one family, one goal. I'm out. Peace.